أيها المواطنون الكويتيون الأحرار،
Nadal.
On the 25th of February, Kuwait celebrated their 62nd anniversary of their National Day and their 32nd anniversary of their liberation. And as Diplomat Couch, we always try to highlight and bring to your attention all the work of the ambassadors, embassies, and international organizations. On today's episode, we'll show you how Kuwait celebrated, hosted by the Kuwait ambassador to Zimbabwe, His Excellency Salem Shabib Al-Kadi. So I'll ask you to join me as I go into the room for the festivities.
On this great occasion for us, the Kuwaiti National Day and Liberation Day, I would like to highlight some aspects of relations between the state of Kuwait and our host country, the Republic of Zimbabwe. Our bilateral relations actually began in 1990 when Iraqi forces invaded our native land that coincided with Zimbabwe holding a non-permanent seat at the UN Security Council at that time. Zimbabwe at the time voted in favor of the United Nations resolution calling for the liberation of Kuwait. By all means, including military. Zimbabwe's standing by Kuwait at such difficult time certainly delighted the people of Kuwait and contributed to the success and eventual passing of the said resolution. Thereafter, senior government officials from two countries exchanged official visits. This includes the late former President Robert Mugabe's visit to Kuwait in the year 2000, which has yielded enhanced bilateral political and economic relations. The Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development has since contributed to implementation of 8 major infrastructural projects in Zimbabwe, which went towards the economic development of this friendly country. Moreover, the Kuwait Fund supports projects in all developing countries, especially African countries, by way of soft loans. Such support is considered a moral and humanitarian obligation. The state of Kuwait has gotten accustomed to helping African countries away from the vicious circle which obstructs economic development. Once again, on this great occasion, I convey my gratitude for the government of Zimbabwe and wish the people of Zimbabwe more progress and success. Thank you for your kind attention.
It is my singular honor and privilege to be joining you and your distinguished guests in celebrating this auspicious occasion to mark the state of Kuwait's 62nd anniversary. On behalf of the government and people of the Republic of Zimbabwe, allow me to extend to you and through you to the government and people of the state of Kuwait our warm felicitations. Your Excellency, as we join you in celebrating this momentous occasion, I am pleased to note that Zimbabwe and Kuwait have enjoyed very cordial relations since the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two countries in the 1980s. Zimbabwe and Kuwait also share common positions at various multilateral fora to which we are both members. Over the years, Zimbabwe has benefited from the government of Kuwait's funds that have been disbursed through the Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development. These include the co-financing of the Jove irrigation project to the tune of $20 million, the Mandambwe Chivitokwe Road project, and the Wuyuyu, Nyadire, and Copper Queen settlement projects. The Kuwait Fund has also provided a grant to the tune of $1 million for the design and tender documents for the construction of 2 district hospitals in Harare. The hospitals will go a long way in improving health delivery services in the city. Distinguished guests, while our two countries enjoy cordial relations at the political level, it is, however, disheartening to note that the levels of trade and economic cooperation between our two countries remain very low. We need to redouble our efforts to increase the levels of trade between our two countries through the exchange of trade delegations and participation at each other's trade fairs and exhibitions. I take this opportunity to extend a warm invitation to the Kuwait companies to exhibit at the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, ZITF, that will run from the 25th to the 29th of April 2023 in Bulawayo. Ladies and gentlemen, one other way to increase the levels of economic, social, and cultural cooperation between our two countries is through the signing of a memorandum of understanding for the establishment of a joint permanent commission for cooperation between Zimbabwe and Kuwait. This will pave the way for the negotiation of other agreements in the areas of trade, education, tourism, agriculture, culture, mining, and investment, just to name a few. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade submitted its draft MOU to the Kuwait government in September 2022. We eagerly await the response from your government. Let me also take this opportunity to invite investors from your great country to take advantage of the numerous incentives that are on offer under the Second Republic to invest in a number of sectors that include agriculture, mining, tourism, infrastructure, information, and technology. In this case, the ministry, together with the Zimbabwe Investment Development Agency, ZIDA, which has been set up as a one-stop shop, will be glad to facilitate investments into the country and the ease of doing business in Zimbabwe. Your Excellency, let me once again congratulate you, the government, and the people of the state of Kuwait on this auspicious occasion. With these few remarks, I invite you to a handshake to the long life
Thank you.
and good health
Thank
of His Highness Sheikh Defa Muhammad Al-Ajeba Asaba,
Thank
Amir of the state of Kuwait,
Thank you very much.
to continued relationship between our two countries and peoples,
Thank you very much.
to the peace and prosperity of the state of Kuwait, and to your personal good health and welfare, Your Excellency, Ambassador Salim Shabib Ahmed Ali Kalibi.
As we celebrate the 62nd anniversary of the National Day for Kuwait, we cannot ignore what is going on around the world. And Turkey and Syria have gone through tremendous devastation in the past few days. So we're joined by the Turkish ambassador to Zimbabwe, Your Excellency Berna Versteden. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Are there any words that you would like to share with us today?
I would like to share today, first of all, I would like to thank for the moment of silence observed today in the beginning of the National Day of the State of Kuwait. I also would like to thank all our Zimbabwean friends, the Republic of Zimbabwe, for the sympathies, for the solidarity extended. And I also would like to thank the people of Zimbabwe for again sharing their condolences, sympathies with us. This is a very difficult moment for us, and at the times of such a tragedy, it is heartening to see the solidarity extended, so I would like to thank for that.
We are joined again at the 62nd anniversary of the National Day for Kuwait by the Palestinian ambassador to Zimbabwe, His Excellency Tamir Al-Masri. Welcome to Diplomat Couch.
I thank you.
What does this celebration mean to you?
First of all, I want to send our congratulations to our brothers, sisters, and the leadership of Kuwait in this precious occasion. Kuwait, one of the central countries in the Arab world, and we have, as the Palestinian people, a special and a great historical relationship with Kuwait. As we remember that the Palestinian national movement was established in Kuwait, and the PLO, Fatah movement, also established in Kuwait. Our late president, His Excellency Comrade Yasser Arafat, started the Palestinian national movement in Kuwait. and we got strong support from the Kuwaiti people, the Kuwaiti governments and the Kuwaiti emirs for 70 years now, and we are proud to announce that the Palestinian scholars were part in the development of the state of Kuwait in the from the beginning of the establishment of the independence of Kuwait. I think this occasion is very important nowadays because Kuwait is representing one of the main peaceful countries in the world that contributing everywhere, especially in Africa, in developing the infrastructure, the education, the health via the Kuwaiti National Fund. And I think their fingerprints are very clear everywhere. This happens in the time when the unfortunately some conflicts and some wars started in this region and that region. So we see the great and the small country with a great and very strong will of the leadership of Kuwait is trying to build, not to destroy. So I think this comparison should be clear when we celebrate this anniversary of the independence of Kuwait and also the liberation of the sister country of Kuwait. I'm sure that our brothers, sisters, and the leadership of Kuwait are taking care of their relations with Africa, especially with Zimbabwe, as my colleague, His Excellency, the Ambassador Salim Al-Khaldi, mentioned in his speech today. And we consider, as Palestinians, we consider Kuwait is one of the main pillars of supporting the Palestinian issue and the Palestinian struggle against the Israeli apartheid occupation. We are proud of the progress that achieved in the state of Kuwait in all fields, and we are sure that the leadership of Kuwait will continue its work and its struggle to develop and to reach the highest stages for its people in the international forum. Once again, I want to send my congratulations again to the Embassy of the State of Kuwait in Harare and to my brother and my colleague, His Excellency Ambassador Salim Shabib Al-Khaldi, and via them the congratulations to the State of Kuwait leadership and people.
We are joined by the Ambassador of Egypt to Zimbabwe, Her Excellency Salwa Muwefi, to share her message about Kuwait's 62nd anniversary of their National Day. Welcome to Diplomat Couch.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
What does this day mean to you as Egypt?
Kuwait is a brother and sister, and it's for us really, it's a very dear, peace in the Middle East to our hearts, and it's we always have been shoulder by shoulder with Kuwait and all the other brothers and sisters in our region and of course here in Africa. And it's for us it's a very good opportunity today. Like, I'm here to celebrate with my Kuwaiti friends their National Day, and it's a national day of liberation of Kuwait that I love, and I lived in and served there for about like 4 years of my life. And it's we diplomats, whenever we are posted. We always get posted to different countries. Some countries, like whenever I'm posted to, I'm very happy. Some I'm also happy, but I'm happier there than the others. But it's for me, Kuwait. No, it has this aura that I won't ever forget. It's over there. I see like I'm not a stranger. And you know how does it mean, like it's whenever you go to any country and you feel like you are so much welcomed and everybody, like you feel home,
Yes.
It's like exactly like what I feel here in Zimbabwe. So it's that's the thing that it's Kuwait is it's very generous country, and they are they always follow the righteous principles in their foreign policy. We have excellent relations with all the leaderships that it's successive leaderships that had been governing Kuwait. Lots of Egyptians who are working there and enjoying all the prosperity there and assisting in the development of Kuwait as well. So it's whenever like the name of Kuwait is mentioned, it means a lot for me. And for lots of Egyptians, same as of course like it's their name, like it's for all Africans. Egypt, like all Africans, we have these very good relations with the good countries and friends like Kuwait.
So it must be very special for you to be celebrating a country that you lived in the country that you're currently serving in.
Sure,
Very
sure,
special.
yes. It's Kuwait. I remember that it was like when I was in my secondary school, and at that time I remember that they always summon like students to come for any events, that's national events. So it's over there. I remember I've been summoned to greet our Egyptian army who came from Kuwait after liberation of Kuwait, because Egypt had participated and had played a very vital role in the liberation of Kuwait. So of course, like it's this country like has blood of our of us, of our soldiers.
Yes.
Of course, it's very dear, So it means a lot, of course, for us. And it's on this occasion, I would like really to wish Kuwait and all my Kuwaiti brothers and sisters and friends there a very happy, prosperous National Day, and may Allah just always protect Kuwait al-Khair, the good Kuwait, the Kuwait of prosperity, for her very good people, and for the region, and for the peace and security in this world.
The speeches have been made, the felicitations have been expressed, the cake has definitely been cut. Thank you for joining us as we celebrated the 62nd anniversary of Kuwait's National Day. My name is Osli Matsikenyeri, and this was today's episode of the Diplomat Couch.